You're going to begin your practice by coming onto your mat and going into a wide child's pose. Now you're going to rise up onto a hands and knees position. This is called box pose. As you exhale, you'll arch your back up towards the sky and let your head drop. And as you inhale, you'll want to drop the belly low and bring the head back up. Keep your movement at a steady pace with your breath. And one more set. Exhale. And then come back into a neutral position, which is your box position. Rise into mountain pose with your hands over your head. Come into a forward fold by hinging at the hips and placing the hands on the mat. Come into a halfway lift by placing the hands on the shin and keeping the back flat. Exhale and come into a low plank. Press your hands firmly into the ground as you lift your chest off of the mat. Tuck your toes under and lift up into a downward facing dog. Bring both feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, mountain. Exhale and come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and come into a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale and come into downward facing dog and hold for one breath. You're going to come into a revolved chair position by bringing both feet to the top of the mat and rising into chair pose with your right elbow on your left knee. Hands will be in prayer position and your shoulders will be stacked over each other. Make sure that your knees stay in line by pulling your hip backwards just a little bit to keep those knees straight. Release and switch sides. Knees should be directly over your ankles. Inhale as you rise into mountain pose. Come into your tree pose by shifting your weight to your left foot and bringing your right foot up and placing it either on your upper thigh or your calf, or you can even have the tips of your toes touching the ground if that is easier for you. Hands should be in praying position at the heart, and make sure you're grounding down through all four corners of your foot to make sure that weight is evenly distributed. If you come out of your tree pose, it is totally fine to go back into it whenever you're ready. You're going to come into tree pose on the other side. Hold for 3 breaths. As you release, you're going to shift your weight to your left leg, and you're going to wrap your right leg around your left leg. You're going to wrap your arms around one another with your right arm coming under your left elbow and wrapping that way. Depending on your flexibility, you may be able to wrap your legs a little bit more around one another, or you can just use your right toe to help keep you balanced. Release and switch sides. Your left leg will come over your right, and your left arm will come under your right elbow. Hold for 3 breaths. Inhale as you rise into mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and come into a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale and step your right foot to your right thumb. Back foot should be parallel to the mat. Press your right hand down into the ground and open up through the chest. Eye gaze should be at your left fingertips and shoulders should be stacked. Front knee should remain at a 90-degree angle, maintaining the knee directly over the ankle. Exhale and bring your hand back down to the mat, step your foot back and push back into downward facing dog. Step your left foot to your left thumb and come into side angle on the other side. Shoulders should be stacked and your eye gaze should be at your right hand. Hold for 3 breaths. Make your way into standing at the top of your mat and rise into mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and come into a low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb and rise into Warrior 1. Open up into Warrior 2 with your arms stretched wide out. Your eye gaze will still be forward, but your hips will be squared with the long side of your mat. Your back foot will also be parallel to the back edge of the mat. Straighten your front leg. Rotate your front foot towards the long edge of the mat and come into a star pose. Hinge at the hips and bring your hands down to the mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Make sure to keep your spine straight. You can keep your hands on the mat or you can rise into your fingertips, or if it feels more comfortable for you, you can lower your elbows down to the mat, whatever is most comfortable. Release and come into a wide-legged forward fold on the other side. Rotate the body slightly towards the top of the mat. Left foot will point towards the top of the mat and right foot will remain parallel with the back of the mat. Ground your left hand on the inside of your foot on the mat and open up the chest towards the right side. Right arm will come straight up and shoulders will be stacked. Eye gaze will be towards the top hand. Release and switch sides. Right foot comes to the top of the mat and right foot points forward. Right leg also straightens. Left leg goes back towards the back of the mat and the left foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Right arm comes to the inside of the right foot on the mat. Left arm extends up, shoulders are stacked, and eye gaze is towards the top hand. Go ahead and lower down to the mat. Palms should be facing towards the sky. You're going to lift your palms, legs, and chest off of the ground. This is called locust. Go ahead and lower down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Push back into child's pose. Rise up onto your hands and knees as you transition into a side plank on the knee. Rotate into side plank on the knee, extending your left leg outwards and opening up your chest. Make sure your shoulders are stacked and you are pushing your hips up towards the sky. Bring your hand down to the mat and transition into side plank on the knee on the other side. And extend your right leg out on the mat and open up, bringing your right arm straight up. Hold for 3 breaths. Release and bring your hand back down to the mat. Push back into child's pose. Come into a sitting position. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together and sit up straight, making sure that your back is straight. This is called Cobbler's pose. Hold this for 1 more breath. As you exhale, go ahead and lower down, but make sure to keep your back as straight as possible. You can come onto your elbows, or you can stretch your arms all the way out and walk your hands forward, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. As you release, come into a sitting position with both legs extended out in front of you. Hinge at the hips and fold forward, making sure that you grab on to the outer edges of your feet with both hands and keep the back as straight as possible. Release and keep your right leg extended straight in front of you and bend your left knee to bring your foot to your inner thigh. Grab both edges of your right foot with both hands and lean forward, bringing your head to your knee. Remember to only stretch as much as you are comfortable with. Exhale and release and switch sides. Extend your left leg in front of you, bringing your right foot to your inner thigh. Hold for 2 breaths. Release and bring your right foot over onto your left thigh. Grab your left leg behind your knee with both hands and pull your leg towards your body. Release and switch sides. You'll bring your left ankle on top of your right knee and then pull your leg towards your body. Go ahead and bring your knees back in for a tuck, and you can either rock side to side or you can grab your knees and draw circles with your knees, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Exhale and bring your legs up towards your ribs. Grab the outsides of your feet and bring your legs out. This is called Happy Baby. Hold this for 2 more breaths. Go ahead and bring your knees back in for a tuck. With your arms extended overhead and stretch long for an extended corpse pose. Tuck your right knee into your chest. Hold for 2 breaths. With your arms extended overhead and stretch long for an extended corpse pose. Tuck your left knee into your chest. Hold for 2 breaths. With your arms extended overhead and stretch long for an extended corpse pose. Release and come into your final corpse pose. With every exhale, relax deeper into your mat. We're going to hold this position for 2 minutes. Take this time to really relax and let your body rest. As you rest, let each thought of the day pass through your mind like a cloud. Do not focus on the thoughts, focus on your breath. Focusing on your breath will help you be more in the moment and not wrapped up in your thoughts. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers and start to come back because our practice is over.